When you're in our DMs or on those YouTube comments or in Twitch chat right now, those reactionary threads thinking that I'm somehow ruining your current X-Play experience because you can't objectify me how you previously did to Morgan, or that I'm somehow less qualified to speak on something, but you can't quite put your finger on why, even though I'm reading the exact same script as Adam, but you have no problem with he's part of it. You're letting your unconscious biases ruin my day, and you're gatekeeping the gaming space.
When it comes to fans, it is a fan's right to have whatever opinion they want to have.
Howdy y'all, I'm Adam the Renaissance Nerd. Last night, after I had basically shut myself down for the night, to go to bed so I can wake up and do what I gotta do the next day, this happened. Frosk stuck her head out, up from whatever little hole she's been hiding in for a couple of weeks now since the G4 collapse became official. And she went after Henry Cavill. Now, by now, you have seen half a dozen to a dozen other takes on this, I'm sure. So I'm just going to briefly go through her tweets. And then I'm going to talk about the big picture as I see it, because that's what I like to do. I like to go beyond the moment and look at really what's possibly going on here. So let's go through her tweets that started it all, just so we know where we stand with this crazy person. The first one began at 5:03 p.m. Henry Cavill said some very questionable things around Me Too and dated a 19-year-old girl as a 30-plus. Seeing people throw themselves at his feet for The Witcher is weird. This show is whatever at best. Oh, she digs herself even deeper. Weird way to out yourself, lol. As someone who is 31, you're 31? That's a hard-looking 31, lady. Good Lord, I look younger than you, and I'm older than you are. I can't imagine ever dating a teenager. We are in vastly different life stages. So while it may be legal, most of the relationships are pretty icky with power imbalance. It continues. When a man had a track record of pretty questionable quotes on Me Too and is dating a teenager, that's sus. It doesn't automatically make him a predator or anything, but I find that very questionable behavior. We got three more. Sorry, we gotta set the stage. There's a very popular song right now by Demi Lovato. There's no such thing as a popular song by Demi Lovato. I'm sorry. Called 29, which I think covers a lot of issues with what can come with those age gaps pretty clearly. But you can also read a lot of different celebrity accounts of massive age gaps in Hollywood and how that can lead to abuse. I think it's weird and stuff he said, indicative of how he thinks. And it's weird how much the internet loves him because he likes The Witcher. If I have to read another article praising him for being a true gamer, I'm gonna lose it. Ooh, did we touch on a nerve? We're gonna come back to it. A lot of dudes out here thinking dating a teenager when you're 33 is totally fine because it's legal. Yeah, it can be fine, but it can also be pretty effed up, pretty effing quick. A lot of self-reports. All right, there you go. That's basically all of it, as I understand. I'm not on Twitter. I have to go places to find these things. Anyway. This is a lot of things. This is somebody who is completely unself-aware of her reality and what she is. Irrelevant. Always irrelevant. Massively disliked. And even in this whole situation, people who claim to be her supporters are pushing back at this incident because Cavill is genuine when she is fake.
You don't need to explicitly objectify women or declare that you hate women to be sexist.
When it comes to fans, it is a fan's right to have whatever opinion they want to have.
Let's go back to what I read a moment ago when she said, if I have to read another article praising him as a true gamer, I'm going to lose it. Maybe because you're not a true gamer, that you're a pretender, you're fake, that you're not genuine, you're not authentic. And Henry Cavill, over and over again, has presented himself as an authentic nerd. Yes, a massively muscular, handsome nerd, like myself. But a nerd all the same. But he's genuine, he's authentic. We connect to him. We see that he enjoys the same hobbies we do. He gives subtle shout-outs, a lot of show don't tell, to the things he loves. And he puts his entire self into the project he chooses. That's why people were excited when he chose to be a part of The Witcher. Because he read the books, he played the games. He's a lover of the source material, and the source material governs all. But you wouldn't know that, Frost, because you never actually play anything or do anything or know anything about, well, anything nerdy or geeky. That's why we connect to him. Because remember, we just want to share our hobbies with each other. That's just the part of it. I think that is just the tip of the iceberg. Frosk, in this moment, this rant is indicative of where we are in the culture war. The last gasp of the woke. That's what this is. Frosk has popped her head out of a hole, and she didn't see her shadow. Therefore, we've only got a little bit of the woke left. She is the example of somebody who has put everything in.
I'll receive special flame just for being a woman.
When it comes to fans, it is a fan's right to have whatever opinion they want to have.
Everything into being woke. Everything into being a virtue signaler. And we're watching as it fails repeatedly now. The chickens have come home to roost on the virtue signaling woke agenda that Hollywood has been pushing. You got Bob Chapek ready to come out and say, oh, we're going to keep doing it on Disney. Well, Disney, you're going to lose money. And I'm happy to see that happen, because maybe you'll have to give up Star Wars. Maybe a better custodian can take it over and put the EU back where it belongs as real Star Wars and not Disney fan fiction. But I digress. The woke is ending. The failure of the Rings of Power, the complete and utter disinterest in Dr. Karen, even as she burned, the complete disinterest of Disney Star Wars by actual real Star Wars fans. No, stands you do not count and or shit. Look at the landscape. Everybody's excited for something based on the source material, and that is why picking a fight with Henry Cavill right now seems absurd. Because all he wants to do is give us Superman, hopeful, optimistic, smile on his face, salute, wave as he flies by, truth, justice, and the American way, Superman. That's all he wants to give us. And a person like Frosk, well, that just, that stirs her up inside. That stirs the tempest within her. Because everything she's devoted her life to now, the woke agenda, the identity politics, the intersectional feminism, the virtue signaling, it's crumbling. She is irrelevant, but she's trying to get traction one last time, thinking that Me Too still actually means something, when it never really did, with the exception of one Mr. Weinstein. Other than that, didn't really exist. Manufactured for power grabs, manufactured to place guys, well, let's say it, from bad reboot all over the goddamn place to destroy our franchises left and right. We're winning this more than ever. This outburst shows we're winning this because they're afraid. Because if the virtue signaling agenda goes away, if the woke agenda goes away, who's going to hire a fake gamer like Frosk? So now she tries to pretend outrage that Henry Cavill got busy with somebody a little younger than him, but a consenting adult nonetheless.
Women do not exist to be nice on the eyes for you. Morgan Webb, Olivia Munn did not exist to be nice on the eyes for you.
When it comes to fans, it is a fan's right to have whatever opinion they want to have.
This is as I said, the last gasp of the woke, the SJW. They have been pushed back mightily. The MCU is failing. Disney Star Wars failing. New Trek failing. Dr. Karen failing. What's left? What's left? They put everything into trying to wrest Lord of the Rings from its fan base, and they failed. And they got publicly trounced. We're winning this. Frosk's outburst is a sign that they're desperate. And we're going to see a lot more of this because guess what? Twitter. It's not going to be their safe haven anymore. This is maybe another outburst, another reflection on the Elon effect. We've been saying this, it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better, but expect these continual rage beast re moments as we continue to beat them at their own game because we're smarter than them. They're not very smart. You're not very smart picking a fight with the most beloved actor right now because he's genuine, he's real, and he loves these characters, and we feel it. We can see. We nerds, we recognize our own. We see Henry Cavill and we give him a thumbs up, seal of approval. We can hear it, the pheromones, we can sense it. You, we called you a mile away, you freaky bitch. All right, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. If you are new here, I invite you to subscribe to me right here on YouTube, where I hope to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic do not care about whiny Stan and SJW fifis. Hit the notification button, share my video if you like what I'm preaching, and by all means, leave comments. Love to hear your thoughts on this, because I love you guys. You are real fans. You're real nerds and geeks. You're not fake. You're not false. Like the Stans and the SJWs who 201 are cowards behind keyboards. I will never care what they think. Thank you again for watching. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to get in touch with me, you can reach out to me at therentnerd@gmail.com. That email's for channel business only, so I check it on a daily basis. Also, you can find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can find me at Rumble and Odyssey, The Renaissance Nerd. Thank you again. See you next time.